Hello, hello. Yes, I went out and bought a mic, so you don't have to listen to the bad audio quality anymore. Well, I hope it's better. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to still EQ, DS, and do all sorts of things in post production. But hey, at least this sounds a bit better compared to a lot of the echoey audio that you have been listening to over the last few videos. But anyways, who has actually been watching the last few videos? I got like 40 views on the last video, so really thank you so much because I did not expect it at all. I was expecting like maybe 10 views for the next like month or 2 months or something. But really, thank you so much for clicking on the video, maybe watching it. But yes, Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea. Yes. You know, it feels good watching Champions League football under the lights again. It's been a while. And, you know, for this first home game in the Champions League after so long, and we get Jose Mourinho back. Oh, that was just fantastic. It felt good seeing the special one back. It's always good to see Jose, you know, GOAT. But Chelsea get the win against Benfica, and you know, I'll be honest, it was a very scrappy performance. And I know I came out in the last video and said like, oh, Chelsea cannot defend. Chelsea are losing defensive battles, midfield battles, all sorts. But nah, today was the complete opposite. Chelsea was solid defensively in terms of the goalkeeper department, the defense, the midfield, but they just could not attack. But one chance, Garnacho gets the ball in. I mean, brilliant ball over from Pedro Neto. Garnacho controls the ball, gets it in, and then it's an own goal. Goal's a goal, all right? And then Benfica, they came close to scoring so many times, but then Robert Sanchez, you see, this is the thing with Robert Sanchez, right? He has the ability to pull off an absolute worldie, but at times he also just makes some complete blunders. The defense as well. But today, they were just solid. Nothing that led to goals, obviously, but everyone was just solid. I criticized Malagusto in the last video. This guy stepped up. He had a decent game. But obviously, you know, the star of the match, Moise Caicedo. This guy is N'Golo Conte reincarnated. This is I don't want to draw comparisons, but this guy was winning balls left, right, and center all over the field. There was this whole thing about seeing Conte twice. You remember when Eden Hazard said that sometimes I feel like I'm seeing N'Golo Conte twice on the field. That's really how I felt watching Moise Caicedo. This guy was throwing his body on the line for every single challenge. He was brilliant, and he is always brilliant. And sometimes nowadays he's just so good that we don't even realize that it's just there. Like he's the destroyer in the midfield, and he pulls off some absolute brilliant performances, world-class performances. Moise Caicedo, he's such a joy to watch. I'm glad that he's playing on my team. You know, absolute maestro in the midfield, brilliant. Enzo Maresca really took a risk with the lineup today. I was very surprised that, you know, on a Champions League night, you're starting your second choice attackers, you know, Tariq George, Facundo Buonanotte, Garnacho. These guys, like, I did not expect them in the lineup. But you know what? In the end, it all worked out. And look, I understand where Maresca came from when he chose that lineup, because I'm pretty sure he's got one eye on Liverpool. In the end, the only thing that matters is the result. In terms of Chelsea's upcoming Champions League fixtures, it is imperative that they got these points, because now this win against Benfica, they have to go and beat Ajax, they have to go beat Karabakh, because they will be playing against Barcelona very soon. Then comes Atalanta, Napoli. Those are some much tougher games. This was a very good result. It was a very scrappy performance overall, but in the end, it got the job done, and now all eyes on Liverpool. Yeah, overall, I think Sanchez, good game. Malo Gusto, good game. Chalobah and Badiashile didn't really set much of a foot wrong. Cucurella is just brilliant. You know, he's got that left back position locked down. Enzo Fernandez looked much better. He was really like that driving force in terms of picking up the pace. Chelsea were playing very fast-paced football today, and I love to see it. There are some days, especially against Manchester United and Brighton, where I just was not seeing that much fast-paced football. Brighton, maybe the first half, but the second half, they completely capitulated. Moise Caicedo, just brilliant. Buonanotte actually played well. I thought Buonanotte was good. Garnacho was meh, he was alright. Pedro Neto was great, brilliant ball in. Tariq George as well, he's not a striker, but he did put in a shift and it was good. In terms of the substitutes, well, Joshua Chiampong, great for the minutes that he played. Reece James, great defensively. Reece James is just Reece James. Jamie Gittins came on later, and you can just tell that he's young and inexperienced because he has got the right ideas but really poor execution. Right now, it's like whenever he gets to the final third, he doesn't know what exactly to do, and then he just ends up losing the ball. So, that wasn't really great to see, but, you can always understand because he is still young, inexperienced, and there's just simply raw talent in there. It needs refinement. And Joao Pedro, like, it was good to see him come on. And then, of course, like, in the end, like, we just have to activate red card FC settings as we have been doing in the last few games. Because Man United, we had a player sent off. Brighton, we had a player sent off. And now over here, we had another player sent off. But fortunately, it was in like the last minute of the game, so it didn't really matter in the end. But Joao Pedro is going to be suspended. It was unfortunate, seeing him get sent off in that manner. It was a high foot, yellow card deserved, second yellow, get sent off. I completely understand. So yeah, he does miss the Ajax game, which, is not that bad. I think Chelsea can cope without Joao Pedro for that game. But it just depends, like, who are we going to play at striker now? Because I don't think Liam Delap will be back by then. Yeah, I mean, what, Pedro Neto or Tariq George in the false nine? I have no idea. So we're going to really have to see what to do. But it just goes to show that, with Liam Delap's injury, we don't really have an option to turn to. I mean, Mark Yu is there, but I don't know why he's not playing. But yeah, right now, all eyes on Liverpool. Chelsea have got the job done today. I guess as Chelsea fans, we can be happy with the result. But I'm telling you, playing like this against Liverpool, Chelsea are going to struggle. To be fair, a lot of first teamers did not play. A lot of them were rested for the Liverpool game. So let's just hope that the team will be ready for Liverpool on Saturday. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I mean, let me know if the audio quality is better. I'm pretty sure it's better. I hope it's better. Let me know what you thought about the game. And yeah, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate if you do it. And I will see you in the next one after Chelsea play Liverpool. So goodbye.